Hello, everyone, and welcome to lesson 1 of Unit 2 of the C1 course. We are going to be looking today at free time. The question for today is, what are you into doing? You need to know that there are many synonyms of do you like. For example, are you into? Are you fond of? Are you keen on? Are you a fan of? Are you crazy about? So we can ask about people's tastes in hobbies in many different ways. One way is, what are you into doing? What do you like doing? You can answer with, I am into reading in my free time. I am into doing sports in my free time. I am into learning English in my free time. So be into is a phrasal verb that means like. Today, we're going to talk about hobbies and spare time. Let's take a look at what we are going to learn today. We are going to learn through opinions. We are going to learn how to justify our answers, how to give reasons for our answers. And we're going to learn how to talk about your interests. Let's begin with the idioms of the day, the expressions of today. The first one is to be at a loose end. Be careful with loose, two O's. It is an adjective. Loose means suelto. Por ejemplo, el tornillo está suelto. To be at a loose end means to be free, to be available, to have nothing to do. I am at a loose end today. I have no plans today. I am available today. The next one is to lose track of time. When you lose the notion of time, you are not sure how much time has passed, we say, I have lost track of time. Sorry, I'm late, I lost track of time. And the final one is once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon means very rarely, from time to time. En español se dice de uvas a peras. So, once in a blue moon. I go to the gym once in a blue moon. I travel abroad once in a blue moon. And it means very rarely, seldom. So we're going to learn English with opinions. What are the pros of this method? If we can give our opinions and explain why, we can express our feelings on a topic. You need to be able to give opinions in different ways, to say that you are very sure that you like something. It goes without saying, I have no doubt. To say when you are not very sure, 50-50 really, I would say, it seems to me, I gather. And when you are not sure at all, I dare say, I bet. And these are different ways of expressing different types of opinions. We're also going to look at, if we give our opinions, we can give reasons for our answers. So it is a fantastic way to justify your answer. I am into learning English as I think it is a very good way to take advantage of your time. Your opinion is the justification. And finally, if we give opinions, we can relate to our personal experiences. So it is an easy way to relate something to your own personal life, your own experiences. So let's see. We need to justify your opinions on free time. How can we do it? There are 3 different ways. We can use because, as, or since, which are basically synonyms. So I could say, I love spending my free time on my own as I rarely get any time on my own. Here I can use as, because, or since. They are all the same. We also have because of, due to, owing to, on account of, and we use these plus a noun or plus ing. And they all mean the same, really, debido a. Because of my lack of time, I generally just lounge around on the sofa. Because of being an active person, I normally do lots of sport. So because of noun, because of ing. If it is negative, you would say because of not having a lot of free time. I generally just relax. Good. And another way is talking about result. You can use phrases like so, therefore, thus, hence. They just mean por lo cual, por lo tanto. I am busy next week, therefore, I am going to take advantage of this weekend and go out. So and therefore are quite informal. Thus and hence are formal. But they are very, very good words for C1 level. Now, let me ask you some questions and we will express our opinions and give reasons. Try to express your opinion using I think, I reckon, I would say, I gather, I bet. Do not just repeat in my opinion. So I will ask the question, put the video in pause, answer the question, okay? So, number one, what are you into doing in your spare time? Very good. Do you get up to much in your leisure time? Very good. Are you crazy about doing sports in your free time? Very good. Does surfing the internet in your free time appeal to you? Very good. When did you get into your favorite hobby? Very good. Have you ever gone off a hobby that you used to like? Very good. Are you eager to take up a new hobby? Very good. Do you have trouble finding time for your hobbies? Very good. Now, these questions are really useful because they expose us to language. There's some really good vocabulary in here. For example, are you eager is our way of saying, ¿tienes ganas de? Do you fancy? Do you feel like? Do you want? So are you eager? ¿Tienes ganas de? So the question 7, are you eager to take up a new hobby? ¿Tienes ganas de empezar un hobby nuevo? So we can expose ourselves to language. Number 8 is also very useful. Do you have trouble? ing. This is our way of saying, do you find it difficult? ¿A ti te cuesta hacer algo? So do you have trouble finding time for your hobbies? So do you have trouble? ing. A very useful phrase. You need to extract the phrases and learn your own phrases with them. Now, again, let's review giving opinions. There are many different ways to give opinions. You need to use about 10 different ways in the exam because you need to give your opinions in many different ways. So, review them and practice making phrases with them. The key is to say them out loud. Now, hobbies and leisure time. What is included in the topic? There are many different ways to talk about free time. You need to be careful and not repeat boring vocabulary. For example, I like meeting my friends. Well, it's better to say, I am into meeting my friends. I do nothing on the weekends. It is better to say, I laze around on the weekends. I want to continue learning English. It is better to say, I am eager to continue learning English. Do not give boring, repetitive answers. It's C1, they want advanced language. Now, here we have lots of phrasal verbs related to leisure. The best way to learn phrasal verbs is through substitution. For example, if you say, I spend time with my friends on the weekends, you should substitute spend time with the phrasal verb. The phrasal verb is hang out. So, I hang out with my friends on the weekends. What you need to do is you need to substitute the key vocabulary. Now, what we are going to do is review You need to make sure that you understand phrasal verbs. Look at the phrasal verbs book to do the exercises. You also have exercises in every unit. Now, let's try discussing a situation. I would like you to practice an interaction, a conversation with your partner. Si aún no tienes un compañero de estudio, repito, se puede encontrar en el grupo de Facebook. Pones un comentario con tu nivel, tu disponibilidad y podemos organizarlo. Así podéis quedar, podéis hablar. Si vivís en la misma ciudad, hasta se puede ver en persona. Pero lo que hay que hacer es practicar la interacción. So, try discussing this situation. Now, I would like you to talk about something together for about 2 minutes. Here are some ideas for you to talk about and a question for you to discuss. First, you have some time to look at the task. Así que en el examen de verdad tenéis 15 segundos para mirar la pregunta y las opciones. No puedes hablar en este tiempo, hay que esperar. Y en cuanto digan que puedes hablar, te pones a interactuar. So, now I would like you to talk about what the pros and cons of exercise are. So now you have 1 minute, 2 minutes to have an interaction. Okay, put the video in pause. Okay, thank you. Now you have about a minute to decide which is the greatest benefit of doing sport. All right? Put the video in pause. Okay, thank you very much. Good. So the interaction. As I've said, we will practice this in the live classes, but we must practice with a speaking partner. Let's look at discussion questions. These are follow-up questions that you must speak about with your partner. I will ask the question, put the video in pause, and give your answer. You simply need to give your opinion and give reasons for your answer. So, first one, do you prefer working out alone or with others? Very good. Many people think that the only way to stick to a sport is to compete. What do you think? Very good. Are you a fan of being involved in team sports? Very good. Are the spectators an important part of sport? Very good. Are you used to doing exercise in the morning or the evening? Very good. So, let's finish the class by saying what we have learned. So what have we learned today? How can opinions help us to learn English easy? You must give your opinion to relate topics to your personal life. It is very important to give and exchange opinions. Look at the cheat sheet, aquí viene la chuleta, but I'm speaking, to look at different ways of giving opinions. Next, how can we justify our answers? We've looked at different connectors to justify our answers, like because, as, since, because of, due to, owing to, on account of, so, therefore, thus, hence. You need to justify your answers in different ways. There are other ways that we will see later in the course. And why do we need to discuss our hobbies? It is important to talk about your free time because it is a high frequency topic. They will ask you in part 1, part 2, or part 3, or part 4 of the exam. It's a common topic. And finally, how can we refer to our hobbies? There are 3 ways to talk about hobbies. You could say my hobbies, my free time, my leisure time, or my spare time. There are all the similar ways just to talk about hobbies. Now, it's question time. How can I help you? If you have any questions, send them to my WhatsApp or send them to my email and I will help you. Remember, I'm here to support you. I will see you in the live classes and we will be able to resolve any doubts that you have. So, thank you very much, everyone. See you in the next class.